guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to talk all things body positivity, beauty standards, all that stuff. What sparked the video actually was I saw this video on TikTok of this girl who was literally getting bashed for just being who she was. I made a video actually a couple years ago kind of addressing the topic and like how I felt about myself and the beauty standard, but just a brief recap if you haven't watched it. I'll leave it up here like a card so you can go watch it if you want to. When I was younger, like elementary school, I was a little bigger. I didn't view anything wrong with myself. Like when I saw my body, I was like, okay, like, you know, whatever. And I had like African aunties. I had people just in my life that were just kind of talking about my weight and making me feel like I was really bad. Like people were calling me chubby, bad, and it made me feel really bad about myself, but I was fine. And so when I hit like middle school, high school, I lost the weight just naturally. Puberty just hit me. I lost the weight naturally. And the same people who told me I wasn't good enough were the same people who were applauding me for my weight loss. And then I got into high school and I lost even more weight, but that was due to stress and just being overwhelmed with all the stuff that was going on in that time. And again, people were applauding me, but then I had other people on the other side of the spectrum who were like, oh my gosh, you lost all this weight, you're way too skinny, your collarbone is sticking out. First of all, your collarbone sticking out doesn't dictate whether you are healthy or not, first of all. And second of all, my collarbone has been sticking out since the womb. Okay, so I say all that to say no matter what size you are, there's always going to be people who talk about it. There's always going to be somebody who has something to say about your weight, whether it's your hips or it's this or that. And I feel like there should be so much emphasis on loving yourself, because loving yourself is so important. Because if you don't appreciate yourself and you don't take the time to realize how amazing you are and how beautiful you are, somebody else is going to feed you with something else. Let me tell you something, okay? Social media is over-exaggerated and sometimes fake. I hate saying social media is fake because I feel like not everything on social media is fake, but like 90% of things on social media are fake. I was that girl. I remember, like, even now, sometimes I go on social media and I see all these girls who are just perfect, like skinny waist, all this stuff, and I'm like, man, like something's wrong with me. Not good enough. Like, what's wrong with me? And I feed myself all this negativity. Everybody is different. Everybody's built differently. Everybody was created with different bodies, shapes, sizes. And so you sitting there comparing yourself to somebody is not going to do anything for you. It's literally just going to make you feel bad about yourself. You are beautiful. You do not need anybody, no boy, no auntie, no anybody to tell you that you are beautiful. As long as you're healthy and you are happy, that is all that matters. It does not matter if you are size 0 or size 2 or size 14. Clothes are meant to fit you, not the other way around. That's why you can go to one store and you're a size 6 and go to another store and you're size 4. Because clothes are meant to fit you. Stop making yourself feel bad for the way you are. If you feel like, okay, losing a couple pounds will make me feel better, then go for it. But I want you to know that losing those pounds don't make you feel any better. That's why you see people who lose a whole bunch of weight but they still feel insecure, because it's a mindset thing. You have to love yourself in every shape and every form you're in. I was watching this video and this woman was talking about, she's a little bit older, and she was talking about her experience with like loving herself and all the stuff she went through. And she was saying how when she was a kid, she hated her body. And now that she's older, she wished she would have utilized that body that she had, because she would have been able to wear the dress she wants to wear. Now that she's older, she can't do it. And it really just hit me, like, I do not want to regret anything. I don't want to be older and be like, man, I didn't wear the dress I wanted to wear or do all this stuff because I was so concerned about what other people were going to think about me. You gotta love yourself. Your body is beautiful. Your body's keeping you alive. Your body's doing what it needs to do. Don't worry about all these things that social media. The beauty standard is forever changing. When I was a kid, the beauty standard was blonde hair, blue eyes, and skinny. Now the beauty standard is slim, thick, slim in the waist, thick everywhere else. Literally, the beauty standard will always change. If you haven't been the beauty standard, you'll be the beauty standard one day. You shouldn't idolize or try to be this beauty standard that's always changing. It's so unrealistic. Even the people that we look at, that we think they're the beauty standard, even them, it's hard for them to keep living up to this idea of I need to be beautiful. Everybody has their insecurities. Everybody's going through their own personal struggles. You're looking at a girl and you're saying, man, I wish I was like her, and she's looking at another girl doing the same thing. Or you're looking at this guy and saying this guy is super strong, and another guy's looking at another guy. Like, and that's the crazy thing about it, is we're all going through these struggles and these insecurities and loving ourselves and identity. And it's crazy that we're all going through the same thing but we don't realize it. These beauty standards are trying to fit up to these things, they're all fake. The other day I was watching this girl, it's like these tights that are supposedly supposed to make you like look more curvier, and This girl was putting butt cups in her pants to make her butt look bigger, and everybody in the comments were like, oh my gosh. And that's the thing about it, we live up to these unrealistic expectations and beauty standards. People are photo tuning themselves, people are doing all this stuff, and you're looking at them like, man, I wish I was like them. Photo tuning and auto tuning and doing all this tuning to their body. You have to love yourself in every stage you're in, because now if you don't love yourself and you lose a couple pounds, it's not gonna change. You're still gonna feel insecure. You're still gonna feel like, oh my gosh, something is wrong with me. Even when I had lost all that weight in high school, I didn't realize it until I looked back recently. I was like, oh my gosh, I did lose a lot of weight. And even in that time, I felt so insecure. I was like, oh my goodness. I remember there were times where my shorts didn't fit, but I was still insecure. It's a mindset thing. If you're a size 2, you gotta love yourself. If you're a size 10, you gotta love yourself. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Your outer parts does not dictate whether you deserve love. It doesn't dictate whether you're beautiful or not. That's just one piece of the whole puzzle. I'm not saying this like it's easy for me. There are times where I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're done. I always remind myself that it's in here. Every day you go on social media, you see all these girls who look a specific way, and you look at yourself and like, oh my gosh, I'm terrible, I'm trash. No, you're not. Even these models, living up to those expectations can be very challenging, because they realize that even the expectations that people are looking at them and thinking, man, they're the beauty standard, they can't even live up to what people think they can live up to. It's this constant thing, and that's why I'm saying you gotta love yourself in every stage that you're in. You gotta love yourself, and it's hard. You gotta start somewhere. Making myself feel confident was wearing clothes that actually fit me, wearing clothes that make me look good. When I was younger, my mom picked out most of my wardrobe. There was some stuff that she put me in that made me feel super insecure. Like, I hated wearing skirts. Now I love it, but I didn't like wearing those things. It made me feel uncomfortable, and it really did a number on my self-confidence. As I got older, I realized like it also comes with clothing. Like, wear things that make you feel comfortable and confident. Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Sometimes you walk into a room and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna pretend that I feel good about myself, and then you realize after a while you're not faking anymore. Like, it's hard. It is hard to feel good in this society when every day we're being told we have to look like this and be like this, and your skin has to look this, and your butt has to look like this, and you are beautiful. You don't need to fit into these bubbles that people are trying to put you in. You are beautiful. And if you feel like you want to change things because you want to feel better about yourself, not because this person said or this person, but you want to feel better about yourself, do it. But as you're working on yourself physically, also work on yourself mentally, because it's also a game in here. And this video is not just for you, it's for me too, because I have to remind myself on a daily basis that I am beautiful. God made me this way for a reason, and even though sometimes I may not feel like it, I am beautiful and I'm worth loving, and I'm worth so much more, and my beauty doesn't dictate whether I deserve love or not, or deserve respect or whatever. No. The other day I was watching this influencer, and she got popular off of body positivity. I'm not saying anybody's names, and I'm not saying it to shame her at all, but the other day I saw a video of her online, and she suffered with an eating disorder, and I think it was a big wake up to me that like there are so many things behind the scenes that we don't see, and when you sit there and compare yourself to that Instagram model, realize what they're going through as well. And it also made me realize that we're all human, we're all going through things, and we all have moments where we feel insecure and not good enough. And I'm not gonna say don't compare yourself to other people, because it's natural. As human beings, we see people and we instantly compare. As you're doing that, remind yourself like, this could be fake. As I'm scrolling through this could be a fake picture. This is exaggerated, thinking that this person looks this way and they don't look this way. Love yourself. It doesn't matter what you look like. Just love yourself, okay? Love yourself. And it's hard, and it's a journey, and it's gonna be hard days and good days. You're gonna have days where you feel like you've overcome it, and you're gonna have days where you feel like you've gone back, but I'm telling you, love yourself. And if you need somebody to talk to, my YouTube comments are always open, my email's always in the description. If you want to talk to me, I'm here to listen to your insecurities and problems, and we can relate together, because I will be the first to say that I felt this way. Your body is always changing. The body that I had when I was 10 is not the body I'm gonna have when I'm 20. That's just the fact. My body is changing. So the body I have now is not the body I'm gonna have in 10 years. Things are changing and developing and growing. So as you grow, your metabolism slows down, it does all these things. Your body's gonna change along with it. And that's why I said it's such a mind game, because you have to love yourself, because your body will change. Your body's trying to keep you alive. So if your body gains a couple pounds because it's trying to keep you alive, let it do what it needs to do. Forget social media and all its expectations for how we're supposed to look like. It doesn't account for the fact that there's different factors and reasons why people are the shapes and sizes that they are. People don't account for genetic circumstances, all types of stuff. So sometimes people want to do all these things, but they can't. And telling them that they're not good enough is terrible. The people who are bashing you are the same people who are probably insecure about themselves, and they're projecting. They're projecting. So you are good enough. You are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worth fighting for. Fight for yourself. Love yourself. Who's gonna defend your body if you can't defend it? Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna look back at this body that you hate currently and be like, man, I wish I would have loved it more. Life is too short to be worried about, I want to look like this person. Some people, they have surgery, they do all this stuff to look some type of way, and they're still not satisfied with themselves. Love your body, because you got a body, yada 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 yada. Everybody that I've talked to in my entire life that I've existed, there's at least one thing that they don't like about themselves that they want to change. That's what I'm saying. And it's society feeding us all this, like, you have to look like this, you have to be like this. It's crazy. Some people who say that, they don't look like that, but they're telling people they should look like that. Like, might want to start with yourself first. Let me not be messy. If I don't love myself, who's gonna do it for me? It's not to love about you. You're smart, you have ideas, you're creative. You're watching this video, so I know that you have good taste. I'm joking. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You are beautiful, you are amazing, you are smart, you are talented, you are gifted, you are creative, and there's a purpose to your life, and your purpose isn't attached to how you look. You're beautiful, and nobody should tell you that you're not, because who are they to say anything about you? You are beautiful, you are loved. I don't care how old you are, I don't care what race you are, denomination, shape, color, age, all that stuff. Boy, girl, you're beautiful. Awesome, amazing, handsome, spectacular. I love you, you're amazing, and stay inspired. Bye.